Welcome to Deprogrammed. My name is Justin Wilson. I'm your not so humble host. Just a guy, I tell you. Just a dude. Let me get the stale stuff out of the way first. But it's super important, and that's why I always talk about it right up at the top. Look, we're listener supported. Go to patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 a month gets you everything that we do here in the studio, man. It gets you first access to the YouTube. So the video for the night, it gets you. Oh, we've got the Fredo video going. we're talking about Genesis tonight. My good friend Alfredo Torres is Skyping in. But as I was saying, it gets you MP3s of everything that we do, man. All the audio comes right to you on the Patreon. You can download the file, have it forever, man. And you never have to worry about it again. You get 14 hours plus coming to you every week for you to listen to, and most importantly, you're helping keep an independent radio station afloat. That's the real big thing here. Like I said, we're talking Genesis today. This was a half Discovery app. Like I'm pretty familiar with Genesis. There was a couple records that I was not so familiar with. Today, joined by Don.
Hey.
Is it Hart? I never knew your last name.
No, I don't have a last name.
Just Don.
It's just Don.
Is that by design?
I was
trying to keep off the grid.
Look, just because I was born without a last name, don't mean it's no.
Just making stuff up now. But Don, you may know from Human Services. You know him from Wednesday nights on Ron of the Hills as well. But he said he wanted to hop in on some Genesis, so we got him here for some Genesis.
Yeah.
Before we get into specifics of songs and albums, what is it about Genesis that draws you in?
Well, I guess first and foremost is just childhood.
Yeah.
My mom was a crazy fan.
Nice.
Phil Collins, Genesis. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, later on I got into some of the earlier stuff.
So you evolved it. You went backwards. Your
Right.
mom was into the Phil Collins stuff. You went backwards to the Gabriel and
Yeah, my experience with him when a kid was pretty much I guess from the Shapes album with a few of the radio hits from the previous albums.
right.
On up, more so I guess Invisible Touch era.
Right. Invisible Touch.
Invisible Susu Studio, baby.
All right. Fredo, why don't you lay some knowledge on us?
Well, for me, it started with is my audio okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
All right, cool. For me, it started with one of the first few live albums that I enjoyed in my life as a young man, and that was Three Sides Live.
Right.
I mean, it's such an incredible live album, and we'll talk a little bit more about it later on. But from that point, now this is the early 70s, and there were a lot of albums back then with classic rock bands where the albums all tied in together. And so once I got Three Sides Live and that album blew me away, I went back and got Abacab and Duke and then there were Three and then some of the Peter Gabriel stuff, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway and stuff like that. And just the way they were packaged together was just incredible for me. And I loved it. And of course, this is a time I'm listening to stuff like the Moody Blues and Electric Light Orchestra and that kind of stuff. So it was just some good stuff for me, man.
So for me, pretty much my only Genesis is I Can't Dance from as a child. It's the only thing I can really definitively remember, man, that's Genesis. I remember that. And my mom had the We Can't Dance tape. So I can vaguely remember, if I listen to We Can't Dance, I can remember some of the songs. I actually didn't get into Genesis until at most 10 years ago. Rob, he got really into Genesis and he was like, man, you should check this out. It's really awesome. I really dig it. And everybody was laughing at him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a listen. And I started, I found a really cheap copy of Duke at FYE. And I was like, okay, I could dig this. So I was like, all right, well, let me go buy Abacab. Let's see what's up with Abacab. I dug Abacab, and then I just was looking for a couple used ones, and I never went far back into the Peter Gabriel, which we actually laid some guidelines. We decided that we're just doing Phil Collins era, and we're stopping before Invisible Touch, right?
Right.
So,
No, we're stopping with Invisible Touch.
oh, that's right.
Oh, we are.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
that's
Oh, I didn't.
that's fine. I listened.
Yeah, that's fine.
I listened to Invisible Touch, and to be honest, like I don't know, like there's a couple radio songs that I like. Your Tonight's Invisible Touch, it's fine, but like I don't know, the album as a whole, I didn't appreciate as much.
Well, one of the things I come across, and Don, you tell me, I think you're more the Genesis fan than Justin is. Even the Phil Collins era breaks down into three succinct eras. There's when he just took over, which still has a lot of Gabriel feel in the way that the albums are laid out.
Very guitar driven too. Still
Right,
in the
right,
beginning.
with Steve Hackett on guitar. And then there was three going to about the Shapes album. Actually, I would say till about Three Sides Live, where Collins is coming as his own onto his own as a singer. They still are kind of album oriented, but you start to see a lot of the singles come out. And then there's from Shapes on, where you really can't tell the difference between Genesis and Phil Collins solo.
Right.
You know, because the songs start to take that kind of I mean, for someone who doesn't know Genesis, you could sit there and say, you know, Susu Studio was a Genesis song, you know, or I mean, you couldn't tell the difference between some of the songs off of Shape and No Jacket Required, but you know, and that kind of stuff. So, and then of course Collins ends up going solo. But I think even then, at that point, even with Phil Collins, you got three distinct Genesis type groups in that time period.
See, and that was the thing that I found when I was listening to. I went ahead and listened to We Can't Dance. There is one song I know it was outside of our guidelines, but there is one song off that worthy of being in the conversation, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But
Right.
I felt like We Can't Dance is exactly what you were just talking about, Fredo. It sounded like a Phil Collins record. Like there was pretty much nothing Genesis about that record to me.
Absolutely nothing. And then at that point, you had Mike Rutherford kind of break out into Mike and the Mechanics, and you know Tony Banks was doing his own stuff, and Steve Hackett, of course, had long been gone. At that point, was playing with Asia. So to me it sounded very much just like Phil Collins.
Okay, so the rules are technically there are no rules, folks. The panel can the panel can get together and decide to lay down some guidelines. Sometimes there's a band like Genesis that has like a massive catalog, and when you're me, like REM last week, I kind of wish we would have laid down some restrictions because that was a massive catalog.
I watched that episode last week and I was completely lost.
It was awesome for me.
It was a great show, but I just was like, man, I have no idea what songs you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
deep.
loved it.
It's deep, and it could have happened again this week with Genesis, but it was smart getting ahead of it and decided to lay down some guidelines. So you know, sometimes there will be guidelines. We laid guidelines this time. Most of the time, the rules are there are no rules. If you want to pick live stuff, you just have to remember it's a game, and we are trying to put together a top 10 list to present to somebody who's never heard Genesis. That being said, I guess we can hop in here with some lists. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm wondering where I want to play because talking a little bit with Don beforehand, I'm showing a little bit of his hand, but he said he's got nothing from Duke. Which I thought was right. I thought that was insane.
Well, I mean, I've got nothing from Duke on my top, but I do have him.
So
in my honorables.
I guess he's got him in the honorable mentions.
See, like once it gets
snap,
once it gets to a certain point with Genesis with me, like I could interchange. You know, there's like no favorite over this one or that one, so it was kind of tough.
For me, like I found I found that when I initially got into them, I liked Duke a lot. This time around, I loved Abacab.
Oh God, that's such a. I'm sorry, I'm smoking my pipe.
I see.
My pipe over here. Yeah, that's Abacab, such a great album.
So I guess that being said, let's just start right there. Abacab, the song.
I don't have it on my list.
Really?
I've got it on my list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've got so many Abacab songs off that album.
Right, I got a couple off that album too. I think.
Yeah, so that's something had to make be sacrificed, which is great. And did you know that what Abacab is, right?
I have no idea.
It's the chords to the song.
Oh, I get it. ABACAB. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, Abacab is in the conversation with hitting two of us. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention. If it hits all three of us, it's automatically in our 10.
Auto.
If it hits 2 of 3, then it's in the conversation for later on when we're trying to round out the 10. All right, so we'll go Don. Don's here in the studio.
Ooh-wee. So any old time period, just
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, just
any old number on the list.
Anything you're feeling like playing. I'll tell you what I do. I like to try to feel out the room where it is. Like I'll play something off my 10 first.
Coming off Abacab.
Don't be scared, son. Throw it out there.
I'm gonna go with Entangled off of Trigger Tail.
I got it.
Nope.
Hey,
Entangled.
Nice.
Oh,
No.
no from the Fredo
No.
man.
Right. You
Fredo-
know what? I think it's gonna be you guys all on this top 10.
Fredo doesn't look like he's much into the strummy or neo folk type
No,
stuff.
no. I'll tell you what my problem was with Trick of the Tail and with Wind and Werther was that both of those are great albums.
Uh-huh.
Great albums. But I can't take anything out of it because
It's
to give it
crazy.
to a person who has never heard Genesis, it sounds so out there while it fits perfect in how the album plays straight out.
You know, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I've got a couple, but it was so tough for me to pull songs out of that.
Man, the way I feel about it is if I'm trying to tell somebody, then they're more than likely going to be leaning towards the type of thing that I'm into anyway. So
Fair. That's fair. I found I had the same problem with the earlier records. Is like a lot if I pulled them aside, didn't work on their own. Like they work in the album, but not on their own. So I found a couple.
you know,
They work on their own for me, but I'm familiar with them.
right.
Right.
And I really kept trying to keep in my head songs that I think would make them want to listen more.
Right, stand on their own.
Yeah.
My problem with Wind and Wuthering, I think, was like it kind of lost the guitar drive.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the synth sounds they went with, and the reverb wash, with everything just kind of blended together into like kind of nothing for me. It just
nothing
wasn't
for
as
you.
exciting. It was like they tried to It's like they try to capture what they did with Trick of the Tail, but
Yeah.
they added these
Even
extra
close.
elements to it and kind of lost what made it what it was.
I can dig it.
I actually. Oh wait, whose turn? It's your turn, right?
It's
my-
it's Fredo's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Don't forget about me over here,
Oh,
guys.
Fredo, I could never forget about you, buddy.
He's on the Skype machine.
You on the Skype.
I'm gonna go off at Three Sides Live, and I'm gonna go with "In the Cage." It's a melody of a couple of actually Peter Gabriel songs, "Cinema Show" and "Slipper Man." And first of all, has anybody got it or?
I do not have it.
I don't have it. I only grabbed the albums that were in that chat, and Three Sides Live wasn't in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
You can't
I
be
picked
surprised
that
when you go off script and it doesn't land.
well, I picked that one namely because it showcased Phil Collins as a drummer.
Right.
Phil Collins is a great drummer,
He is.
and his singing tends to, kind of people think of him more as a singer than as a drummer.
Right.
But he's an incredible drummer, and so that kind of showcased it.
Well,
All right, moving on.
Okay.
I have
So
a feeling it's going to be a lot of me saying moving on.
well, let's trot this one out. I was feeling this. I started with Shapes, and I was like, I haven't heard it, so let me play it straight through, and then I'll pull whatever I like. The first time I heard it, Mama stuck out, so I'm playing Mama here.
Yes.
You got it?
Oh yeah, that's number 3.
Nice.
Ooh.
How about you,
You
Don?
don't have
I got it. I got it on my honorables.
Oh, okay, it's in.
Okay, can I tell a quick story? 'Cause
Sure.
You know me, I don't like to talk. When I was when I was young, I used to have visions of videos for songs.
Okay.
You know, I would be inspired if I could have ever brought those things out. I would have been a great like music video director. Mama is one of the ones that stayed in my head, and it was a guy singing to a girl who's tied up,
Oh, okay.
and he's a serial killer, and he's saying all these things, and there's just different visions, and of course at the end he kills her. You know, and the cops are pulling him away as he's screaming at the dead corpse with a knife stuck in its head.
Oh,
But it was such a great video in my brain, man.
That song was on my 10, but I cut it for something. I can't remember what I cut it for, but that song, you know, the ha 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 part.
Yes.
That's not something typical of a pop song of the era, man.
Oh,
You know what
not
I mean?
even
Like,
close.
That was pretty. That was.
and I mean, it's a great track one, which everybody knows I'm a sucker for a track one.
Right.
And I don't know, like you said, the sinister laugh. I'm just like, I was like, okay, all right, I'm in. I dig it. All right, Mama's in. Don, you're up.
Okay.
Just got to get a feel of the room. You understand,
gotta
if you
get a feel
will.
of that room.
Mm-hmm.
So far,
I'm gonna have to go with a track off of, and then there were 3.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's the first track, Down and Out.
Nope.
No,
I don't have
I
it.
can't remember.
No.
That song is like just. It's got this drum beat, like they're doing this roll. He's doing his roll, and it sounds like if you took out the synth and Phil Collins and like added in some noise and some screaming, it'd be Human Services.
Oh yeah, I can dig that. I dig it. Fredo, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go off of Abacab, and it's a mixture of songs. It's Dodo and Lurker.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it too.
Oh,
Man, that's my number 2 song.
Yeah,
I love that song.
yeah, that song is great with Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Yeah, that song's
Darth
great.
Vader, agitator, those aren't the words, but that's what it sounds like. And at the end, when he goes into Lurker, when he's talking, that's a riddle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the answer is submarine.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Just that you guys know that.
Oh.
oh, thanks.
Now I do. All right, so Dodo Lurker is in.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna go off script here
Uh-oh.
because,
Fail sauce.
like I said, I listened to We Can't Dance, and I don't care if it doesn't hit, but I feel like it deserves to be in the conversation because it's, again, great track 1. Number 2, great song. Number 3, somewhat resembles a Genesis song for that record.
Right.
I'm going with No Son of Mine.
Oh yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah. My dad never said that to me ever, but there's many times in my life where I felt like he thought that. He never
yeah.
said it to me, thank God.
Right.
But I definitely felt like I was letting him down. And I still have that connection to that song where it makes me think of my dad. And I mean, unfortunately, it's in that negative light, but it also makes me appreciate the fact that he never said it to me.
Right.
So
I think every young man of that era had that, you know,
yeah,
because you would. I mean, we all did. We all get that look from, we all did something that was stupid, and our dad would give us that look, and it's just like, oh God, it's almost like he's disowning us.
yeah. So did anybody have that?
No,
Yeah.
How would we have that?
Yeah.
I
went
would
off
have if I would have gone
Like I
off
said,
script.
I feel like it deserves to be in the conversation.
Does anyone have the Star Wars theme?
All right, Don, you're up.
Man, I'm gonna have to pull another one out from my favorite album. I'm gonna go with "Dance on a Volcano."
Oh
It's
my God.
the opening track for "Trick of the Tail."
I totally had that. It was
Nope.
like cut number 26.
Dude, that song is.
That was cut off too. And again, you're gonna find this a lot with me with those albums. Is I've only got a couple of them on, and because they're just so. Again, if we're talking albums, great, but pulling out the tracks, it's just a.
No,
I don't-
I understand, and I feel the same way about other albums. So
Right.
Yeah. Fredo.
You know what? Just to throw it in there, I got off of Don's favorite album, Trick of the Tail.
Oh, I do not have that.
I'm pretty sure. One, two.
If it lands anywhere.
No, actually, I dropped that one.
Oh,
I dropped that one for Entangled.
nice.
It is a really great song, though.
Yeah.
You know, it is. I just think a Trick of the Tail is one that we can put
Yeah,
out.
that
there
is
for somebody to hear it.
probably the pop song, like the
Right.
the radio song.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my number 10 song too.
Dang it.
All right, I'm going to go silly here. This was technically song number 20 for me, technically, because I had it down to this or Illegal Alien. And I couldn't decide. I listened to them both over and over and over. And eventually I just thought, is it A or is it B? Who done it? Off of Abacab.
Yes, that's who done it.
Who done it?
I had that one.
Yeah, I do. That's actually my number 7 song.
Oh, nice.
That song is great because it's just nonsense.
Is it A or is it B? Column A.
Or is it he or she? Is it X or something like that?
It's
I
silly.
didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Again, it's like this silly song that you don't expect from Genesis. It was ridiculous. It was Abacab. So like again, at one point I had all 9 songs from Abacab. I'm like, okay, I can't do this. I got to take some of these off. All right, Don.
Oh, it's back to me again.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Well, Jay.
while we're on Abacab, Keep It Dark.
Yes. Keep it dark.
No, that's one of the ones that I took off.
It's got that weird start.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's all junky sounding and clangy. Yeah, I love that.
God, I love that sound.
Oh no, that whole album is great.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Why don't we make it a Abacab trio or threefer, and let's see. I got Me and Sarah Jane.
Oh nope.
No.
That was like the one that I cut.
Wow,
I gotta say that one never even made it. Into,
Really?
yeah.
I love that song.
It's all right, but there's a lot of songs, man.
I feel like the rest of that album just completely just obliterates that song. Like
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got other cuts on it.
yeah, I just felt like because it was the first song I cut from that album. Like as I'm going through it, I'm like, I don't need this in the conversation.
You're right.
It just it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
And I feel
I
like,
got personal
ah,
reasons for
yeah.
that one.
okay, all right. Let me play a radio song, just to see. I got That's All.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I don't know. Something about that one. That's one of the first songs I think of when I think of Genesis. I mean, it's silly. It's poppy. It's,
No, yeah, I mean it's a good song.
I say silly. I wouldn't.
No, it's not really.
It's not silly, but it's. I don't know. It's a good track. It's a great radio song. Yeah, it's a pop song. Totally, completely. And I think that's probably where I lie. If you haven't noticed, Don, you're up.
Okay. So do we give out honorables too, or I mean, how we do?
Just,
this?
I mean, you know,
Anything off the list.
yeah, anything you feel like is going to play better with the rum.
Ooh. That's rough.
Yeah, I know this room, right?
Heyo.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and just give off my number one
All right.
because I'm like that. Silver Rainbow.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's on my list.
All
It's
right.
number 6 on mine.
I don't have it.
Oh,
I
But it's in the conversation.
I love that song, man. The ending too.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah. You know what? I got to tell you real quick before we move on.
Uh-huh.
I love that you picked this band because of the fact that I think now the show, we really, the one thing that the show is missing is taking those commercially successful bands,
Yeah.
and bringing them into the conversation. So I'm kind of glad that you did this.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was deep down for me,
Mm-hmm.
but Genesis was one of the first, I mean, obviously 15, 20 bands that I wanted to do. Just
Right.
took me this long to get here. So,
Okay.
so
Let's-
you're up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my number one song, and you're my only hope because it's off the Duke album.
Oh,
Well, I've got honorables on, dude.
okay.
Okay. Then it might be it's Turn It On Again.
Yeah,
Oh, I got it.
it almost made it onto my 10.
Oh, that's my number one song,
It's
man.
in.
Awesome.
It made it.
Oh,
Great.
it's awesome. I'm happy. I don't care about anything else. I actually, my top 3 songs are in. So
Yeah.
Great.
That's insane. Okay, so we landed 3 so far. All right. So now I got to figure out what I want to play because I feel like my number one has no chance.
well, play it. I mean,
Let me play something else first. Let me play one of my other 10s. And I got Robbery, Assault, and Battery.
Ooh.
no,
No?
No, that is a good song, though.
that is.
Robbery, Assault, and Battery.
Was it you or was it me? The robbery.
Don, you're up.
I did that one. I'm gonna stay on Shapes. I'm gonna say, and this is probably not gonna fly, but this is on my 10. Second Home by the Sea.
Oh, my God. That was such a late cut.
Oh,
I'm talking like
kept
23.
Home by the Sea.
I
I seriously, I had
like
that.
the second one a little better.
I caught that at 23. That was my 23, number 23. Unbelievable. Fredo.
All right. Let's go with off of and then there were 3. Let's go with Down and Out.
Yeah, I already said that.
Did you?
Yeah. You
I
said
didn't-
yeah, you said you didn't have it.
No bullshit. I have it. I'm looking at it. Put that back on.
Yeah, that song is great. That's the one that I said could be a human service song if you take Phil
Yeah,
Collins
yeah.
and
You know
the
what?
synth
You're
out.
right.
Way to go, Fredo.
That was in my honorable mentions.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's how you missed it.
it got lost in the writing.
Okay.
So
Play another one.
we'll stay on the same album, and we'll go with Genesis' first real hit, "Follow You, Follow Me."
I don't have it.
Nah, I don't.
Nope.
No.
Ow!
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't like that song.
Really?
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
In case you didn't see him, Fredo, he did like floaties, like
Yeah,
with his
like-
arms, like he's.
And then the. Hey.
Oh,
Okay, then you guys say Down and Out.
Yeah, we said down and out.
yeah.
We'll go with Down and Out.
All right, I'm gonna play this one because I'm just not sure if it's gonna be there. So I'm just wondering. Anybody got Misunderstanding?
Yes,
Ooh,
I'm looking for it. Yep, that's actually my last. That's number 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. It's a nice little slow jam with a little piano in it. Kind of simple. Sometimes I dig some simple. Don, what you got, man?
Oh man. Now, with Wind and Wuthering, I'm gonna go to this.
Oh,
I think my favorite song on that whole album is the real short instrumental one, "What Gorilla."
I got it.
Hey,
Nope, I don't.
I got it for the same reasons. Short instrumental. It's like okay.
Yeah, but it's
I
like
like it.
I think that one captures more of the trick of the tail than the rest of the album, and the synth sound to that one isn't completely overwhelming like the rest of the album.
I like how every time I say I don't have an album, I don't know if you notice this, but Don kind of turns to the camera that I'm looking at and kind of gives me some like, "You ass." I thought you said you knew Genesis.
No, it's not like that at all.
All right, Fredo.
All right, let's go back to Abacab, and I'm gonna go with a song. Did you know that Abacab features Earth, Wind, and Fire's horn section, the Phoenix Horns?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, and one of the prominent songs that has that is my number 8 on my top 10. No Reply at All.
Oh!
No.
I got
it. Look, scratch. It got cut, man. That's a good song.
Those horns on there, they're so prominent, man.
Dude.
It sounds incredible.
Number one. That's my number one. No Reply at All is my number one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For the horns. Like at the end, he does call and respond with the horns.
Yeah.
Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Oh,
yeah.
God, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And those are, you know what? With that being Earth, Wind, and Fire's horn section, it could be, to me, it kind of thinks like when Phil Collins later went on to do Easy Lover with Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wonder if that's where he got the connection from.
All right.
Man, we got to get a webcam for Frito here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Well,
So you don't have to have the delay.
yeah. So you don't need the YouTube, so you could see us.
What's your delay?
That was beautiful.
What happened?
It's on a
What happened?
delay.
I was watching GMYD the other night.
Yeah. Remember the radio show that you called into last night?
Yeah, no, that was by design. Mm-hmm. Hello, you guys there? Turn down. No, okay. 1,001, 1,002. Go.
All right, whose turn is it?
Mine. Because Fredo played No Reply at All.
That's right.
Well, I feel like I feel good about what I've got in there so far, so I'm just gonna start playing stuff and see if I land anything. Anybody got Just a Job to do?
I got it on my honorables.
Oh,
Yeah, got it on my honorables too.
oh, it's in. Oh, nice.
Wow, I never would have guessed that one would have made it all.
Yeah.
the way.
Me neither. Never
knew?
in history.
It's in. It's in. Don, you're up.
Let's see, we did all them.
We did all that.
Did all that.
And this one.
All right, so back to then, and then number 3, the Lady Lies.
Oh,
No, he guys, that bass line, man. It's like
Yeah.
it sounds like he's using a fretless or something.
it's so good. Dang it.
Bah.
Yeah.
Damn, are any of my songs gonna get on there?
Hey, you got half of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Entangled,
True
Keep
that.
It Dark, Silver Rainbow, Down and Out. That's you too.
Nice.
Walk Gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a few. You got a
Oh,
few.
yeah, I got plenty.
All right, Fredo.
Let's go with off a Trick of the Tail. See if this one made it. Squonk.
No,
I got it.
nope.
This
You-
is, I do.
Okay, so it made the list, but it didn't make Mr. Genesis list, which is what I'm calling Don.
He's missed the Genesis.
No, I do have one more from that album, but it's not that one. I wanted to just put the whole damn thing on there, but.
But
yeah,
seeing that's the only way for me. That's the only way that the album would have made it. It's like whole album so that people can get it.
Yeah. Let's see. So Fredo played Squonk. All right, so I'm up. I don't feel good about any of these. Man of Our Times.
Nope.
Nope. Don, you got Man of Our Times?
Man of Our Times. No.
Nope. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh wait, no, I got that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
on my honorables.
Alrighty. Let's
My
bring it
bad.
on over here.
That actually almost made it, but I decided against it. Oh, you know what? You said Trick of the Tail. That was on my honorables.
See? And wait, you were making fun of me for Down and Out. So Trick of the Tail is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go with my last one from that album. That's this is actually my number 2, and that's Los Endos, the last
Nope.
song on the album.
No, I don't have
That
that.
epic
No.
thing. It's like a epic 4-minute intro for like a Phil Collins song.
All right, Fredo.
let's go off of Invisible Touch. And let's go with Invisible Touch.
Nope.
No, sorry, man. My childhood ruined that song.
You got to have an invisible strange touch.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, but back to the message thing with the album list.
Right,
I must have missed the Invisible Touch being in there, man.
Well, I listened to Invisible Touch because I have it on disc, so I was like, okay, I'll listen to it, and I don't know, just nothing really jumped out.
No,
So
I mean it's all right. But
it's fine.
I got much more that I would rather listen to than that one.
Right.
Anybody have Blood on the Rooftops?
No.
Nope.
I think I like that one because I feel like that one just had a different sound, and it's not jumping out at me right now. All right, Don.
Did we do? Yes, we did that one. Did that one. How about Scenes from a Night Stream?
I got it.
Nope. Put it on though.
Yep.
That's a crazy song, man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an
That was an honorable. That wasn't on my list.
Well, yeah, I'm all on honorable now. So
Yeah, I only got 2 left. I don't know.
Let's see.
let's see. Did you put it on the list?
Yeah.
Because both of you guys had it. All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna go with my last one from early. Off of Wind and Withers, All in a Mouse's Night.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
See, that's what I get for going early Genesis.
Nope. 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 All right. I'm down to my last 2. So I'm just gonna toss one of them out. Let's go Undertow.
No.
Nope. All right, Don.
We're gonna play another one off my honorables there. Gonna Get Better.
Oh yes, I got it. So now I'm out. I got nothing left.
All right. So it's just Don and I. I got Like It or Not off of Abacab.
Like it or not? Nope.
Nope.
I've got,
What do you got?
Man on the Corner off Abacab.
Oh, great song, but nope.
So good.
I got Home by the Sea.
Nope, just part 2. Let's see, where am I at? Did we say Behind the Lines off Duke?
Nope, and I don't have it.
Okay.
I already know you don't have either one of these. I got off of Three Sides Live. I got one for the Vine.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything off that album.
Right, and then my last one is Tonight, Invisible
Yeah.
Touch.
I've got Your Own Special Way
Nope.
and Many Too Many.
Oh.
Nope.
All right. So this is where it gets interesting, folks. We've got
All right.
four are automatically in. We got Mama, Dodo Lurker, Turn It On Again, and Just a Job to Do. So that leaves 6. And it looks like 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. We have to whittle 14 down to 6.
Okay.
So I'll start naming them, and if anybody has either a strong feeling for or against, let it be known.
Okay.
Entangled.
Oh,
Obviously, Don is way in,
way in. Well,
I don't care.
not my most favorite on that album,
but
but definitely up there.
all right. So we'll leave it, and we'll see if Abacab is next. Let's see. We got Dodo Lurker in, and let's see.
What else we got from Abacab that could get in?
No Reply at All. Keep It Dark. Who Done It? I'm cool if nobody wants to go to bat for Abacab. I'm cool with losing it because we got
the song.
Yeah.
yeah
I'm cool with that, too.
I'm cool with losing
we got
that, too.
plenty of other Abacab songs. Speaking of, Who Done It is next. That one only got in because it was silly. I feel like let's see, we got two others that are better. So I'm also cool with losing Who Done It.
What do we got? We got No Reply at All. What's the other one?
Keep It Dark.
Keep It Dark. Do. Yeah, I'm good with losing.
Yeah.
Call it.
I feel like Keep It Dark's a
Yeah,
better.
definitely.
Yeah.
definitely. All right, so speaking of, it's next.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, so Silver Rainbow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Definitely.
don't feel strongly one way or the other. So Down and Out.
I like it. It's probably not the best song to turn somebody on to Genesis, though.
Yeah. Let's see what else is. Put that one to the side for now. I'm not ready to get rid of it, but
All right, so we'll drop it down here to the bottom. And we'll come back and visit it. Misunderstanding. Who was
we
it?
got to have one pop,
Yeah.
and I think "Misunderstanding" would be the pop song.
Uh,
Do you have a strong feeling against Don?
no.
No?
I mean, it's a decent enough song. I mean,
Well, again, we could always push it to the back until we go through.
Yeah, let's
let's put it on the side burner.
let's put it at the bottom and we'll come back to it. That puts us at What Gorilla? Probably the best song on the record, but I don't know what that's saying.
You gotta. The worst thing about that album is you have to listen to 3 minutes of like one synth note before it gets to any song.
I'm, is that the only one off of?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
Really?
I
Yeah,
think.
I only had 2 from that anyway, and
I don't know, man. I'm cool with losing it.
I'm fine with losing it too.
Yeah, so am I. They don't need to have one song from every album.
I also don't think that's a good album to like direct people to if they're
No,
trying to get
I
into
don't
Genesis.
either.
Mm-hmm.
I even listened to the remaster to see if maybe it was just
Yeah.
whoever did that was just bad at their job. I mean, it could have been a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
The 70s was a lot of drugs, folks. A lot.
All right, let's see. Squonk
Squonk made it? I thought you guys said no.
is me and you. Me and you
Yeah,
had
I didn't have that one.
Okay, I'm good with that.
it. Man of Our Times. I think that was that me and Don?
Yeah, that was me and you. Man, I'm cool with losing that in favor of something.
Yeah.
We could push it over if you want.
Yeah. Let's see. Scene from a Night's Dream.
That's you guys. What album was that off of again?
That was on the Then There Were Three.
Then there were 3.
Yeah. That was the one that was really, really weird at
We haven't said Down and Out yet, right?
We did. We put it down to the bottom.
Okay. I'd rather take Down and Out than
Yeah, and if we're going with a crazy epic story song, I would rather go with Los Endos from Trick of the Tail and
Okay. So, shall we lose Scene then?
Yeah.
or is Los Endos not on there?
Los Endos is not on.
Okay. Well, I would rather go with Dance on the Volcano then.
All right. So, Trick of the Tail.
I'm for that one.
I could take it or leave it.
Okay. It's gonna get better.
That's
Take it or leave it.
That's another take it or leave it for
Okay.
me.
So let's leave it then because we got to start making some cuts.
Is that the last one that we've gone through for the
Yes.
first time?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we got now, and what do we need to fill?
We
What
still
do we got as a top 10?
we still need Mama, Dodo Lurker, Turn It On Again, Just a Job to Do are in. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So still need 6. Entangled, Keep It Dark, Silver Rainbow, No Reply at All, Squonk, Scene from a Night's Dream, Trick of the Tail, Misunderstanding, Down and Out.
Well, how about
I feel like keep It Dark.
I think that should go in.
Yeah. But I also feel that strongly about No Reply at All.
If I
'Cause
had
the
to
horns.
choose, if I had to choose between Keep It Dark and you said Dodo's already in, right?
Dodo's in, yeah.
So what are we choosing between Keep It Dark and what?
Let's see.
Well, Justin is making us choose.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's putting the gun to our head, saying, "What are the other?"
well, he sets the guidelines.
Right.
we need to lose 3 songs. So if there's anything that I'll go through it again. If there's anything you're not feeling particularly strong about, we'll knock them out.
Let's go with what we're feeling strong about first.
Okay. Entangled, Keep It Dark.
Keep It Dark. I'm strong about.
Yeah, me too. All
I'm good. I'm strong on Entangled.
right, so let's
We passed that song.
Yeah, but I didn't realize he was going to keep going on. I was waiting for somebody else to say, "Yay, that song is the best." But unfortunately, it's just me.
All right, so we're pushing Keep It Dark through.
Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Silver Rainbow,
Yes.
You guys both feel pretty
Yes.
strongly about that.
Yeah.
That's going on.
definitely.
So let's
That's
put
going
that-
on that damn list.
Let's push that one through.
Yes.
All right. Squonk.
I mean, it's all right. I don't feel strongly either way.
You know what? How about we lose Squonk, but I'll give him I'll give him his entitled.
All right.
Oh,
That
Entangled?
sounds like a good trade to me.
Entangled.
All right. Entangled's in.
Just say
Thanks,
that this
buddy.
way he gets entangled.
Thanks, buddy.
3, 5, 7. So we need 3 more. We've got No Reply at All. Scene
Which
from.
that's got to go in there.
I feel that
Those-
way too because of the horns.
Those horns.
Those damn horns.
I mean, that could be the number 10 song, but it's got to be one of those 10.
I'm cool with that.
All right. So
See what happens with this? That's the give and take. I gave Entangled. He gave me No Reply at All. We're both happy.
I don't hate that song or anything.
yeah. So we have to cut these in half. Scene from a Night's Dream. Trick of the Tail. Misunderstanding. Down and Out.
We got to cut that in half.
Yep.
I
Gotta
think
lose 2.
Misunderstanding needs to go in there because I don't think we have a radio hit. We got some songs that got played on FM radio, but we don't have a radio hit. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's because the people who run the radio stations, aside from this one, don't know what they're talking about.
They don't. They don't because they don't listen to the fans.
I'm good with Misunderstanding. I think if we take Misunderstanding, then we should take one of the either Scene from a Night's or Down and Out.
And what's the other song? Because there's only 3 left.
Trick of the Tail. We've got to get 2. If Misunderstanding's in, then
Hey, you know what? I'll let you guys hack out the last song. If you guys are gonna give it for Misunderstanding to me, then whatever you guys feel strongly about of the last 3, I'm in.
So what's it on? Scenes from a Night's Dream.
the last 3 are Scene from a Night's Dream, Trick of the Tail, Down and Out.
Ooh.
I don't have a strong feeling about any of the 3, but I feel like Night's Dream and Down and Out are closer to each other.
Right. And you know, Trick of the Tail is more of a palatable, poppier type of something. Where
Yeah.
Night's Dream is just crazy. Like
Yeah.
I took some bad acid.
Yeah.
Well, that was early Genesis, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just thinking about the list.
How do you feel, Don? Any of those jumping out?
Man, I don't know. It's a tough one, man.
I'll let you pick.
Honestly, I'd be good with any of them.
Okay. Fredo, care to weigh in?
Only one I'm thinking of out of all of that is Trick of the Tail, because
palatable.
it's the
Right.
different one out of those 3.
For the sake of the list and introducing people to Genesis, I would say Trick of the Tail over the other 2. But
All right.
as far as my opinion on them, it's a tough one.
All right, so we've got our 10 then. Let's go through it. Mama, Dodo Lurker, Turn It On Again, Just a Job to Do, Keep It Dark, Silver Rainbow, Entangled, No Reply at All, Misunderstanding, Trick of the Tail.
I thought Just a Job to Do was a pretty big hit.
Was it? I
Wasn't
wouldn't
it?
know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. They were all pretty big hits in my house.
And you know what? And that was the hard part for me too, is because a lot of these songs got
Right.
played,
So much.
you know, so much in my house. But it's like, yeah, but I don't think they were hits. You know? I had the same problem with Devo. It's like Devo's got all these hits. No, they got one. They got Whip It. What are you talking about, man?
Well, I think that's a pretty good list for somebody who hasn't heard Genesis before. I don't think we have anything on there that's going to turn them off.
Say it again.
We got Mama, Dodo Lurker, Turn It On Again, Just a Job to Do, Keep It Dark, Silver Rainbow, Entangled, No Reply at All, Misunderstanding, Trick of the Tail.
Yeah, it's a pretty good mix.
It's got
Yeah.
a nice mix of stuff. It's got some Keep It Dark. God, I'm so glad that got through. I don't know, man. I'm proud of that list. I like it. I
I
dig
like it too. I think, you know what? Ask Jenny Zell.
Yeah,
Yeah, that song Keep It Dark, man. It's so driving, dude.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. All right. Well, there you have it. We got through it. Genesis is done, and I guess it's time to wrap it up here. Fredo, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, where'd he go?
There
Hey,
he is.
he's back.
He's back.
Dude, man, I love this show. I have such a blast with it. And I'm glad now that the Skype works.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
so that this way I can participate a little more.
We just got to get another webcam so you can.
Yeah. So you can so you can not be on a delay.
You guys, wait. You guys moving? You're not moving now. His head just moved. Don's head's moving again. He's moving again. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Such a
Ready?
good time.
Move it on go. Move it on go. No, not with the hands. Not with the hands.
If you want to hear that, folks, patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. Last night's Good Morning You Drunks, Alfredo had us test his Skype out.
It was Alfredo Says.
Yes.
It's what we call in the business comedy gold, people. It's comedy gold, and for $1 American dollar, you get to hear it.
Yeah, and you know, it doesn't just get you GMYD. It gets you this evening's Deprogrammed. It gets you this evening's Popped. It gets you tomorrow's Ron of the Hills when it comes out. It gets you all that, and again, you're helping keep an independent radio station afloat, helping this nerd's dream stay alive. And every single day, man, I love this station. I love what I'm doing. I love everybody involved. Thank you guys so much. But every little bit counts, man. If you got a buck, please consider pledging. And check out our YouTube, too, man. The YouTube's getting pretty big. Good times.
Let me ask you guys a speculative question here.
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
so tomorrow night we're going to be talking about Brexit.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys heard
Okay.
at least something about
Uh-huh.
it. How do you think Phil Collins feels about that?
I don't think he cares. He listens.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
He has no reply at all. Ew.
Zing.
No.
All
Is
right.
anybody listening?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
There's no reply at all.
Fredo, we'll have you on soon again. I want you in the building for Primus, but
There's a couple I'm planning on coming down for.
yeah, maybe the Monkeys too. With
Oh
Dr.
no, the
Tim.
Monkeys I'll definitely be in there for.
Oh, my.
Primus, I'd like to make it down there, just because I want the opportunity to punch James in the face.
I'm so watching that.
And I don't know if I mentioned, but one that I would love to. Have you done any metal bands yet?
I have not.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
I'm throwing Iron Maiden's name in the hat.
Ooh, man, I gotta give my Uncle Fred for that because he's like
Yeah?
that was his jam. You know, he's Kiss, and then into Iron Maiden and early Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Again, that'll be a discovery for me. So like, I need.
Oh yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bruce Dickinson. I'd go with the meat of it in the '80s,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Number
totally.
of the Beast to probably the Power Slave or Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Just
Yeah.
that little, it's like 7 CD set, man. You'd sit there and just jizz all over yourself from
Man,
fucking metal.
I never heard any of the stuff that came out in the '90s.
Yeah, I think Seventh Son of the Seventh Son came out in '90 or '91.
Oh, that,
Because Bruce Dickinson left to do Tattooed Millionaire, and I want to say '89 or '90. So they might have got one album out. I can't recall off top of my head. But to me, the album. Listen to oh God, it's not something. It's God. I'm looking at Somewhere in Time. Holy shit, that's a great album.
Oh. All right. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, the artwork was bomb.
It's Ed.
I mean, all the Iron Maiden artworks were bomb though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, Fredo, again, thank you so much for Skyping in. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Be
Take
good.
it easy, man.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Bye. And Don, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. With we'll have you in again to do it now that you know what happens here.
Right.
It ain't too
I
crazy.
still kind of don't know what happened.
Me neither. All right, folks. Genesis, learn them, love them, people. We'll see you next week.